Welcome to Core Finance. My name's Charlie Burton. Many traders dream of quitting their jobs one day, or traveling the world, or maybe even moving to a different country so that they can just trade and do whatever they like. My guest today is doing just that. Andrew Diamond, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, Andrew, let's get straight in. Tell us a little bit about your history and actually, let's start off with your career history. Tell us a little bit about that and how that led into trading.
Okay, so I started a business in car electronics in the late 80s, and due to a marital status change in the mid 90s, I sold that business and went to work for an American corporation that was supplying the likes of Jaguar and BMW, etc., with vehicle diagnostic equipment, i.e. the computers they plug into cars when they go wrong.
Yeah.
Interest in China from an early age led to me becoming the European distributor for a Chinese manufacturer of said equipment. That's been for the last 10 years up until March last year.
March of 2017.
March 2017.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And but so you were doing that out in China for, you say, 10 years. You spent a lot of time out there, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. And what did you learn from all of the transactions that you were doing? You were assuming you were having to bring back money from China, transferring it into euros or sterling or...
Yeah, so we were buying in dollars.
Yeah.
Obviously Chinese default, and selling in Europe, so selling in euros. But we also sold worldwide, so we were dealing with a wide range of currencies. So I started having to... When the margins in the business became tighter, I started having to look a lot more carefully at what we bought for and what we sold for. So we had to start planning 3, 6, 9, 12 months, 2 years, 3 years ahead to look at when was the best time to buy our dollars and when was the best time to sell the euros and turn them from one currency into another. So that's when the whole interest in currency trading.
Well, it becomes a big factor, doesn't it? So you're producing a product, whatever your product may be, but there's this currency factor involved. And
yes.
Haven't you said to me before that actually sometimes you made more money on the currency transactions than actually on the product sales?
We did, yes. Yeah, as the business matured and obviously more people jumped on the bandwagon and the margins became smaller, we'd look back and see that we bought in $100,000 worth of equipment. The money's tied up for months on end between coming from China, between distributors, between them paying you. You've then got the support for the rest of your life with this product, with the customers, whereas the currency trading was buy, sell, done, finished. That's how much you've made, and that was the end of it.
And so that must have given you an interest in currency trading, but did you have an interest in it before, or investing at all?
I did I came into some money in the 80s and gave it to a fund management company who invested in sort of a managed portfolio of stocks and shares and PEPs and all manner of acronyms that I'm sure you know very well, but I don't. Cashed that out in the late 90s.
So your timing was quite good then, cashing it out?
Looking
just
back,
before,
yes.
Just before the crash of 2000, yeah.
Yeah, looking back, it was pure luck.
Right, okay. So it was more luck. And what did you do? Why did you cash it out at that point then? What was your decision making?
Because I wanted to buy a Ferrari.
Right, okay. So you bought a Ferrari.
So at first, it was great, 66% gains on this PEP 1 year.
Yeah.
Then everything started to flatline a bit, and I was a bit impatient and was checking CFAX all the time and ringing them up and saying, why am I in this? And I thought, I could do better. But I thought, I'll just buy the Ferrari and then just ride it out for a while, and then I'll sell it, and then I'll manage the money. And I never did, and that's become a long-term investment, I suppose.
Yeah, so you bought the Ferrari, but that's gone up in value because it
quadrupled.
Right, okay.
If you sold it, but
yeah.
it basically cycles from when I bought it,
Sure.
20 odd years. It's basically cycled from worth 3 times, 4 times what I paid for it to back to what I paid for it to.
Yeah. Yeah, but ultimately, that's actually a nice little pension fund in itself now anyway.
It could be,
or
it could be a hand-on down through the family.
Yeah, legacy.
Yeah.
Okay, so via your business that got you interested in trading, but that's not trading in the same way. You've then taken that step to get into trading. So, what's happened with the business? You said that that stopped in March of last year.
Yeah, so I had an offer to sell. I was looking for a lifestyle change, young family, wanted to spend more time with them. The business, was taking an awful lot of my time, so I wanted to spend more time with them. So I started looking around and thinking, can I step back and it's not in me to step back from a business and let somebody else, which is obviously a failing in one way. Scale it down was not really appealing. I got an offer to sell out, which would basically give me a trading account, a couple of years income, and be debt free.
Yeah.
So I figured that if I've got 2 years to learn the ropes, so to speak.
And that was a year ago. So you're a year into trading, although you've had an involvement with currencies via your company. But you've also, we'll come back to trading in a moment, but you've also been investing in cryptocurrencies over the years as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so that came about through being a complete PC geek, because there was a lot of talk on the PC forums about the technology used to mine BitGold, which was the pre-runner to Bitcoin, which I don't think many people have even heard of except criminals. So there was a lot of talk about the technology that Nakamoto was using to mine 1 million Bitcoins at a time. So that's how I got to know about it. Then I followed it through some of the forums, and we saw, when it became a currency, when someone traded 10,000 for 2 pizzas, he was then offering 10,000 Bitcoins at a time. It obviously grew exponentially from his original 2 pizzas to $5,000. Still cheap at the time. Obviously missed the boat on becoming a multimillionaire on that one.
The guy who sold him the pizzas, though, does anyone know what happened to the guy? Everyone knows the story, or lots of people know the story of the guy who used 10,000 Bitcoins to buy a couple of pizzas. What happened to the pizza guy? Did he hold on to them? I don't know.
Could never find out.
Right. Okay. No one ever knows.
The guy trading Bitcoins for the pizza didn't care, because he was mining 10,000 a week, and 10,000 was worth $41 at the time. So it was just something to play with.
Yeah.
And yes, I should have bought a block of 10,000 from him.
Yeah.
Like 67 million valuation
Would
today.
be now. Yeah.
Not that I'd ever look.
Okay, but you have invested in the cryptocurrency arena because you've been involved in, like you say, on certain
so
forums.
I could see its potential, and I can see the original idea behind it becoming a currency, which has got lost along the way with it becoming an investment vehicle, which inevitably makes it a worthless currency, because who's going to accept payment in Bitcoin when you don't know what it's worth tomorrow or next week? So I've kept in touch, and I have dipped a toe in with Bitcoin along the years, buying at $25. I bought some more at $300. I bought some when it was $800. But I did a very safe investment where as soon as it doubled in value, I take my original investment back and then just let the rest run.
Yeah.
Because I had no risk on it.
Yeah. So but you're all out of your Bitcoin investments now, are you?
All out of Bitcoin until it crashes back down to where it's worth buying again. But
and what do you think it's worth? At what level would that be then?
I think realistically it's worth about $1,000.
Okay, right. Watch out for that one then, folks. Okay, actually at this point...
It would make it workable at $1,000.
Yeah, yeah. It's workable for the miners, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's profitable for the miners again.
So then the transactions would become quick again, and it would become more like XRP and Ripple are at the moment, where it's super quick transactions, and it is a great way of moving currencies for very little fees.
Yeah.
Bitcoin's now too slow and too expensive, so it's pretty pointless as a currency right now. So I've been buying in XRP, which is again it's very low risk. Buying at 3 pence and 8 pence and 23 pence, and just buying a few, and then when that investment doubles, I'll then take my original stake back and just let the rest run. And who cares?
Actually, we'll pick up a little bit more on this just after the break. We're already at the end of part 1, so just bear with us here. This is the end of part 1. In part 2, we'll find out a little bit more about Andrew's personal trading of the currency markets, a bit more on cryptocurrencies, and also on his impending move to somewhere else.